Hi guys, Acrymic White here with another tournament finale replay. Yet another game between JackoDerp and DK. This is the third match. It's a nod versus nod.
This is a bit rude with these units starting next to it, so I can't unpack, but it's down here, it's already unpacked. And I'm surprised by how he builds here. See how he's building down? I think you'd be better to build across the top. Power plant, hand and nod, refinery, airstrip. You get the airstrip as close as you can to the side, and the refineries being here, totally fine, right? They'll just gather straight from that tiberium. Because now he's trying to actually get closer to the tiberium. So that power plant could have been another square over, at least, you know, and then you could have had the first refinery there, second one up here, and then airstrip across there. Light tanks having a little look around. Okay, now this is an interesting play that happens here. See how these light tanks are ignoring this and they look like they're just trying to go towards the construction yard? So, one of the cheeses that's being played at the moment is the 4 Apache cheese, and the thing you need is sight on the construction yard to see it. So this makes DK freak out. You notice the hand of nod over here, not like here on the front line. This is because he thinks that it might be Apaches and he wants to be able to build rocket soldiers on the front line. So this comes up, and over this side, we're just actually going econ behind it. There's no Apaches, there's no aggression at all. There's a single flamer trooper in case something comes along, but basically just makes no difference at all. And watch the timing on the airstrips. This is important. And I'll give you a little hint. There's something that happened on this guy's stream that we know happened that you can't see in this replay. Look down here. 3 refineries. 3. Watch the timing on these airstrips. Some flamer troopers just looking for any damage. There's some rocket soldiers lurking around, so you know, you might be able to torch some. Straight through the middle here. Yep, dodging that flame trooper. Remember, this is already scouted out by him. Jacko can already see this. Airstrip. Airstrip. The airstrip. 3, 2, 1. Where is it? Very close in timing, isn't it? Where is it? It's maybe a little bit later than I thought. There it is. So airstrips come down at a similar time. This economy's way bigger. What happened is DK actually started a SAM site. When the Apaches didn't show up, he cancelled it and started the airstrip. This meant that it pushes the airstrip timing similar for Jacko and DK, so the unit count is similar, but the economy is bigger. Straight into 4. And what have we got from DK here? Where's another refinery? There isn't one. Hand and nod on the front line. Aggressive expansion. Second airstrip. No refineries. Sell the construction yard. We're all in. Get the money, get the production, turn it into units. Or get the production, sell off anything that you don't need to get extra money. I don't much like this engagement for Jacko, but the light tanks are cool. Very cool. And now look what's here. Machine gun, machine gun, machine gun, shooting at heavy armor. He's like, hold on, I need bikes. Tech. What's he gonna build? Buggies sweeping in, looking for some damage. It's like, okay, if you're gonna use light tanks, yeah, your light tanks can beat my buggies, but my buggies have mobility. This is a mistake, a micro mistake to go there. They could have actually been shot at, but okay, they survived. Flame tank comes in. Look at this. Roasting some buggies. This is just style. Heavy recon bikes. I'm actually surprised how much he can actually get off of that, considering how small his economy is. And you can see, like here, hand of nods all around this area, using them as defenses. Conyard's dying. Sell it. Don't worry about it. Flamer troopers toasting up some recon bikes. Another flame tank. Flamer troops hitting bikes. Buggy's getting some shots as the bikes come through. It's a shame that flame tank didn't get more done. Actually got really close to the base. I think that was why those bikes turned around actually. Let's go back 1 second. So this flame tank is pushing in here now. Yeah, and here's those bikes. Oh my god, it's a flame tank. That's why they all left. He's panicking. They're getting shot up along the way. Getting all bruised. So even though this flame tank didn't kill a lot, it caused DK to make decisions that he didn't want to make. Right? It got the bikes away from here. Jacko basically made a play and said, if you want to survive, you have to stop attacking me. Right? So instead of actually defending and killing the bikes here, he just threatened them. Turn around and go home, mate. And look how it plays to his favor. Look at this. Look at this all pushing through. Gone. 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 Some buggies to reinforce quickly, because if it's tanks, they're going to take a while to get across here. Beautiful. Pushes up here, finishes it off. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. Man. GG. Very cool. As I say, look at the structure here. The refineries around... So you notice he doesn't build the refineries this way? He builds the refineries over the top. This is actually important too. So harvesters will harvest to the northwest. They'll go along. So there's Tiberium. And say there's Tiberium all that area and he's harvesting there. This harvester's going to go from this square to this square to this square. Then he'll go back to his thing. And then he'll come back. And then he'll go from where he left off and he'll go that square, that square, that square. So by putting these across the top, the harvesters are taking shorter trips because they eat towards. They'll eat from there, so they'll eat it like that, rather than from here where they'll actually go eat, and then they'll eat, and then they'll go back, eat, back. So this is actually very, very powerful economy. He's also got the west side, so the quicker airstrip production, And he tricked his opponent into thinking it was Apaches, slowed down the airstrip production on the other side so he could capitalize on that as well. Comes out here, puts the airstrip out in a really aggressive position, allows him to be able to put light tanks onto the field, backs it up with a couple of hand nods on the front line, and then around his base just defends hand nod, hand nod, hand nod. See all the corners of the base, hand nod. Wherever I get attacked from, I can make infantry. And if I want to push, I can be utilizing these to actually move. They're cheap, they're production, and I can use them both offensively and defensively. Nice little bit of tech for a bit of flavor. Makes a couple of flame tanks, forces his opponent to defend against the flame tanks, capitalizes on it. Boom.
Yeah, very cool play. I really like that style of nod of actually putting some of the slower units down. Too many nod games that are all just bike buggy, and it's really nice to see a bit of flavor. Of course, it was an open map, so that sort of play can be trickier to pull off, but if you dedicate yourself to building that right from the get-go, putting your airstrip in an aggressive position like that, you can usually pull off some pretty interesting plays. Really cool match, and I hope you enjoyed it. If you did like the video, remember to slap the like button. If you want to see more content just like this, then slap that subscribe button as well. If nothing else, once again, perhaps I will see you on the battlefield.